I think because everyone's vibe coding, they're checking code less and less. Now, I don't know what happened, but I was going through, but I wanted to have some seeded data there just so I can get a good idea. Boo! Welcome to another episode of the Dev Diaries. This is episode 3. For those of you that don't know, the Dev Diaries is basically my journey of just juggling different projects. As a developer, I've got my own work that I actually do, my normal 9 to 5. I've got client work, so I've got like 3 clients I'm working with right now, and I've got my own personal projects. So we've got quite a bit we're working on. And the series is basically like a journal or a diary, basically, like a devlog, basically. And from there, you'll just basically see me dealing with different client issues, dealing with stuff with my personal project as well, and just seeing how the brain works when it's handling so many different things at the same time. But yeah, we're starting off the week by updating our social counters. So this is something I forgot to mention last week. I've got these little goals here. So these are the goals for the end of the year. 20K for the year. I'm 5% into this, so that's not bad. That should be updated 10%, hopefully by the end of the month. This is just mainly client work, and I want to grow YouTube, TikTok, and Insta into 1,000 followers for each one. So this was the update from last week, so I'm going to update it right now because we're on week 11 now, not week 10. Ta-da! So you can see YouTube grew by around, I think, 20, TikTok grew by around 30, and Instagram grew around 8. Now, believe it or not, I'm the most proudest of the Instagram one because I don't know what it is about Instagram, but when I post content, whatever I post on Insta, it'll be the same as a YouTube and TikTok. It'll just do nothing, dude. It's so crazy. And then recently, it's kind of just been picking up a little bit, like just getting some sort of traction, which is good because now I can just build on that and like kind of make it like a snowball effect. But yeah, if you don't know, I post a lot of short content, basically, just kind of like tech tips and tricks, and I like to do the vlog diary summary condensed into like a little short explaining what I did in the week. Why am I doing this? Honestly, I enjoy it, and also I don't have anything like this to watch. I think the closest one is the guys building the Eden project. I always get the name wrong. It's like Matt and Ari or whatever. And also there's another dude. Oh, I feel so bad because I forgot his name. He's this guy, he's in San Francisco. I think he's building like an AI video editor or whatever, or like an AI that makes videos. I forgot. If I remember him, I'll put him somewhere here as well. But I like watching that content, and I want to document mine as well, just so anyone that doesn't know how to get into tech or doesn't know what someone that programs does for a living or is just too scared to get into it, they can see like a normal guy like me can do it. Anyway, if you remember from last episode, I said I'm going to dedicate each day of the week to a specific project I want to work on. So Monday can be a client, Tuesday can be a personal project, Wednesday can be another client, and then so on and so on and so on. So today's Monday, so we're going to work on some client work. Again, apologies for this. I cannot show any of this work because I signed an NDA, so you're just going to see me basically just typing away. But it'll be fun though, don't worry. All right, let's go. Okay, made some great progress with the client work. I did that quite early on in the day. Obviously, you can see because I got changed and then I did a bunch of work for obviously my 9 to 5 job. But one thing I've been thinking about while I was working is this, you know how you've been seeing a lot of outages from tech companies? So like CloudStrike, AWS, I think Clerk was down a couple of days ago. And I feel like they just keep ramping up more and more. Don't even get me started on the AI companies that keep going down. And I was thinking to myself, this has to be because vibe coding. I think because everyone's vibe coding, they're checking code less and less. And even the AI code reviewers that check your code, if you're creating code using Claude Code and you're getting something like Reptile or Code Rabbit to check it for you, it's just gonna say it's good because it's an AI checking another AI's code, which is crazy. So I don't know why people worry about this vibe coding and people losing their jobs for it, because it messes up a lot. I don't know. Food for thought. All right, it's day 2, so we're going to be working on the Jude app. Like I said last episode, we want to prioritize every single day to a different project just to keep my mind stimulated and just avoid burnout in general. So the plan for today is design the dashboard. Now this involves obviously showing how the calorie counter will look like, showing how they're going to be logging their meals. This is like the bread and butter. So we need to make sure it's like a unique design, but also eye-catching and most importantly, not overwhelming. We want to avoid a lot of numbers in your face. We want to avoid any random buttons all over the place. We kind of want to make it as easy as possible for the everyday Joe to use. So yeah, if I can get like a good design done today, I'll be very, very happy because I know the design aspect will be the most pain. Programming it is very straightforward, very, very straightforward, but it's like having the look of how I want it to look like. You get what I mean? Anyway, let's get started. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm running a marathon in like a month. So I've been doing a lot of running training throughout the week and my legs are just completely given up on me. Actually, not my legs, mainly my calves. I did a 20K on Sunday and my calves are still sore, and it's so annoying because I'm meant to be running a 12K today. So I'm really battling taking another rest day or just going for it. But then again, I don't want to get injuries. Anyway, that's why if you see me using this nice little foam roller thing, is because of that. My calves are tight and I need them to be untight for me to be able to run. So annoying. Okay, some bad news. It's not related to coding or anything like that, but I'm running the Manchester Marathon, right? In 5 weeks. And I've been training for it for a while, right? And my goal is to do sub 4 hours. That's been my goal. I've gotten injured here and there, but usually I've stayed consistent. And a couple of weeks ago, I started a plan with ChatGPT, right? I told it to make me a plan for me to run a sub 4 marathon. Now, I don't know what happened, but I was going through the actual plan that it made me, because I'm on the third week, right? And I was injured because of my calf, right? I ran like a 20K on Sunday, and I was a bit tired. I've been finished for the past 2-3 days. Here's the issue though, the ChatGPT plan is like wrong. As in, I'm looking where I am in the plan and it says I've got like 7 or 8 weeks more to go until my final goal. But my marathon's in 5 weeks and I've yet to have a long run that's like greater than 21 kilometers. So I've been So I've been basically just panicking, right, for the past half an hour, thinking of a plan, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna hit my goal. I haven't even trained enough for this or whatever. So I constructed a plan. It's a slightly more aggressive plan, and we'll see what happens. So today I've got a 10K run, that's 3K slow, 5K tempo run, 2K slow. This is another thing I didn't know. Slow runs, yeah, I've been running them too fast. As in, like, you're meant to run them way slower than you used to, like a normal conversation pace. So I think we're talking slightly faster than a walk. Well, for me at least. So for example, my run that I did on Sunday where I ran 20 kilometers, I ran that in around 2 hours and 5 minutes, which turned out to be around a 6 minute and 5 second kilometer. That is too fast for an easy run, especially for what I want to hit. I should have been running like 6.5 minutes a kilometer, which makes sense why I was tired. So yeah, I'm taking this new approach. We'll see. If I hit a sub 4 marathon, no one in the world can ever talk to me, ever. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that update because yeah, I was panicking. I'm still okay panicking, but now I've accepted the reality. The chances of me hitting a sub 4 marathon are probably not the highest, but I'm gonna follow the plan as close as I can. Peace. Yo, you already know what time it is. It's the end of the week. Man, this week has been hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could have done more, but I just had so many things on my plate. Work was going crazy, client work was piling up, and the personal project was just getting pushed to the side even more. But yesterday, I had a breakthrough. I got so much done in the personal project, which was sick. Anyway, let's try to break down what happened this week. So firstly, Monday, start of the week, went well. Wasn't too bad, to be fair. I got some good client work done and just cracked on like any other day. On Tuesday, it was time for me to work on my personal project, which obviously involved me designing the actual main page and different pages. That went well as well. I had a nice design set up for me. I try to spend as much time designing and not as much time coding because I just want to make sure the design is ready to go. Keep in mind, like I said before, I'm not a designer, so this, it looks okay, but it's okay for me, right? I'm not a designer, like I said. Wednesday came around and woof, it was hectic, it was busy. Actual work was quite busy for me, and then I had to do client work on top of that as well, so a lot of stuff to do. And then Thursday was also very hectic at work as well. I managed to get some work done for my personal projects towards the end of the day. So at like 8, 9 o'clock, I managed to get a good amount done, but it was actually a decent amount. So what have we added to the personal project? Now, with the personal project, like I said before, we had the onboarding process, right? We had a nice slick design onboarding process, and now we had to design the actual diary page. So my goal basically for this week was to just have a nice diary page. What I mean by diary page is like the main page you see when you log in. So you see your calorie count, what day you're on, and like the meals or whatever. And I must say, I think it turned out decently well. It still looks a bit AI when it generally isn't. That's just my design skills. But we have the days on the top of the screen. We've got the calorie amount. It's got the number of remaining calories. So when the user looks at it, they know how much they have left. I'm a little bit skeptical about it now that I'm actually using it and I'm looking at it, because it can easily be seen as the other way around, as in like I can only eat 500 calories, when in reality it's the opposite. So I need to do a bit more thinking on that. But I make sure to put little things in place to help me out when I'm scaling the app even more later. For example, like the meal cards are their own component. I try to make everything that I feel like I'm gonna use again its own component. And obviously, as you can see, I use some seeded data as well. Called him Jon Stewart. I think that's a celebrity. But I wanted to have some seeded data there just so I can get a good idea. My plan is to have seeded data, make the app, main functionality of the app working with the seeded data, and then just kind of swap them out with a database. And I'll make sure the database is obviously structured and the tables are all structured in line with what I've currently implemented. Because I feel like I make the mistake where I will make the database first and then I'll start making the app. And then as I'm making the app, I realize, oh, I need to tweak this. Oh, I need to tweak this. Oh no, we need the field for this. And it's kind of annoying. So I'm kind of taking the opposite approach this time. So I got to the stage where I was happy with the diary page, right? And I thought, you know what? I can do more. So I thought, let me make 2 more pages while I'm at it. I made one called the meals page and I made one for the accounts page. Accounts page, simple. You can edit your details and whatever. You've got all the details from the onboarding you can tweak. You can delete your account. You can edit the profile. You can change your profile picture. All of that will be able to be done on the edit profile page or the accounts page. Now the meals page is more of like a calendar page. So you can go through the days and you can see all the meals you had. Now I'm kind of skeptical about this. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I think about it and I've used it a bit, I don't think we need it, if you get what I mean, because that can just easily be put in the main page. Similar to how MyFitnessPal has everything on one page, right? And you can just change the days and you can see everything you ate. I might as well just have that in the home page, because I feel like the meals page is kind of redundant. It's just basically a kind of a duplicate to the home page. Let me know what you think, but I think that's the case, if you're being honest here. If I'm being honest with myself. Now, one thing that was a pain in the backside was setting up the navigation, right? You can see it's like this bottom navigation. It's got a small border-ish, like rounded border. But the idea was to have like a floating pill nav bar, right? And I was trying to set that up and it kept looking wonky-ish and I just didn't like the look of it. So I switched for this boring nav bar at the bottom or whatever. But I think I'm gonna change that because it looks too AI-y, if that makes any sense. Like, you know all the vibe coding that's been happening recently and all the designs that look the same? It kind of reminds me of that. So I kind of want to tweak it. But that can be put to the side for later on because that's just a small adjustment. Another thing I added was when you actually click on add a meal, you have a nice little bottom sheet pop-up come up. And from there you can choose if you want to use a barcode or if you want to use a actual picture AI scanning. By picture, I mean you take a picture of your food and it tells you how many calories it is. I think once that part is done, that's like, once both functionality is done, the barcode, if you have a food with barcode in it, and the scanning functionality, I think we're pretty much there at that point. To me, once you've got that and you're logging the food in, you've got 90% of the app done, which makes me really happy because we're halfway through the month. And the goal is to have this live by the end of this month. And we're around halfway through right now, which is super, super good progress for me anyway, because I'm starting to realize I'm slowly getting to a stage where I'm releasing something every single month, which is an awesome bit to be in. And I also realized I'm building apps that are solving my life issues. For example, I built an app called Spello to help my spelling, and now I'm building a calorie tracker app because I want to lose weight and I want to have a calorie tracker that makes me want to use it more regularly. And if I use it more regularly, I'd want to be able to eat clean more regularly because the counter will reflect how many calories I've got left and I can eat more and more and whatever. Obviously, I can see how it can go the other way and people can be obsessed with the numbers, but I'm gonna try to maybe have messages, or if someone goes over, I'll have a message, for example, being like, hey, it's not the end of the world. You're good. It happens. Let's keep it moving. You know, like try to uplift people. But I think I might wrap this video up for now. Progress is going great. Things are awesome. Life is great. This has been episode 3 of the Dev Diaries. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked it, like it, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you didn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.